Oh, baby. Let's go.
Funky. Let's get funky.
Are we the best team in the world? Dude, we are so back. So back. What is, everybody? Welcome to the Winners Lounge. Presented by Bet365. Download the Bet365 app and use the code DNVR365 when you sign up. Choose your offer and find out why, whatever the moment. It's never ordinary at Bet365. Rough day on Bet365 tonight, huh?
Yeah, I'd hate to be
Bet365.
I'd hate to be a Bet365 right now.
Oh, man, we cleaned them out tonight.
That's right. You know what?
Please re-sign that deal with us, Bet365.
One thing changed
We
in
love
our
you.
approach. One thing.
What was it? Superstar Dev got booted? Did he get Wally pipped? Did he get Wally pipped today? We got to go with the guy that makes us money. When did those bets hit? Halftime?
I think they hit, but first quarter.
First quarter?
First 11 minutes.
We're also in the Toyota Winners Lounge, driven by your Front Range Toyota stores. Toyota, the official vehicle of DNVR. Nuggets get the dominant win. Honestly, dominant win.
I mean, duh.
Dominant win, 134-119 over the formerly streaking Detroit Pistons. Made them look like they were terrible. Lots to talk about. All of it's good stuff. Over here, Harrison Wynn.
A lot to talk about for sure. One thing I'd like to pose to the panel. How long would the Nuggets win streak have been if they were in the Eastern Conference?
Well, they lost
10, 20,
Don't bring facts.
30 games.
I think at least 30 games.
Yeah.
Their win streak was snapped by the Milwaukee Bucks.
Stop it, Eric!
Stop a biscuit.
What we're talking
Whoa.
about here.
Yeah, dude, we're having a good
not
show
what
here.
we're talking
I'm sorry,
about.
dude. I didn't know. I don't know what makes a good show.
I'm just posing a hypothetical
Just a
question.
hypothetical.
If the Nuggets were in the Eastern
Fine,
Conference.
You don't have
the
some question.
Eastern
Fine,
Conference,
dude,
as I
fine,
call
dude.
it.
Debbie Downer's in the building, a.k.a. D-Line Co., a.k.a. Eric Weedham.
Yeah, man.
Eric Wedham.
Wow, dang. This really went the full gamut. Listen,
You're like
guys.
a high school bully.
I know. The Nuggets are back. The
Okay.
vibes have returned.
Yeah.
Michael Porter Jr. has returned.
Yeah.
He's not. But
Yeah.
listen, guys, what a beautiful night. Another beautiful night to be us. I never don't want to cheer for the Denver Nuggets.
I know what happened last game, man. I know we were all down in the dumps. They had too much rest.
I know. Things can't be that easy for us, you know.
It's so true.
You know,
It's
it's adversity.
We're asking the landlord to raise our rent, man. We believe in our hustle.
It's also been brought to my attention that it's a make or miss league.
That's true. They made a lot tonight. Let's go to the fast breakdown, shall we, boys? It's a very short one. First note did not tell the story tonight. Malone Tech 1 minute into the game. Maybe it did.
Yeah.
Because this was a very physical game, and they were just going to allow it. Malone had a tech very early on. Hey, you know what? I love when Malone brings the energy. I think he was worried about his team's energy tonight because the play in question I didn't think was a foul.
Yeah.
No, it was. I think. Yeah, it was really weird. He just came out to make a point immediately. It was bizarre, dude.
Well, it was so weird because last time they played in Detroit last year, he got kicked out. I think it was also in the first quarter.
Maybe an emotional game for him, honestly, in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Of course, his father coached there many years, but he got that tech, and the Nuggets played with fire, so maybe he knows something we don't. Second note does tell the story. Zeke Nnaji.
What?
Defensive beast.
What?
He was unbelievable in that first quarter. He was really great all game, but that first quarter, the opening stint, 3 blocks, unbelievable. 2 fouls on Cade, 2 fouls on Jalen Duren. The game was disrupted because of that for them very, very quickly. And then Jamal Murray had a Murray flurry. Malik Beasley had a Beasley flurry. He had 3 threes as well.
Beasley barrage.
It was 39. The Nuggets were up by 18 points in the first quarter, but it was 39-31 Nuggets going into the second one. Bench started blowing it. They actually got the game within 3 points. I have a note in here that just says, Natalie Sago is the worst ref in the league. She bothers me so much, man. She had some crazy no calls in this game.
She's bad ref, no doubt.
Just that one that was right in front of the Nuggets bench where it was just like right across both arms.
And she goes like this.
And she goes, all by, you're like, what are you watching, man?
Even though this is purely based on merit, it feels sexist. I can't.
I'm just saying it's heard.
I-
Broader umbrella point here.
You're correct.
Back in
You're
fourth
totally
quarter in the
correct.
second quarter, and it was 68-63 Nuggets going into the half. And then in the third quarter, man, the Nuggets turned up the gas. All the way, man. They played unbelievable in that third quarter. And you know who played really well? Jamal Murray. Zeke Nnaji. Just a dominant third that put this game away. Fourth quarter was a formality. Yoke did have to check back in, although he actually probably didn't have to check back in. But Malone checked him back in for a little bit. But the Nuggets still get the win, 134-119. A 39-24 third quarter, by the way. 39-24. When the Nuggets already had a lead. Just dominant, man. All right, let's go to our Red Hawk Roofing big takeaways. D-Line, you start us off.
Oh, Doctor, my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is that we were a little bit maybe hard on the Nuggets early before we started this game. We had a bit of a bad taste on our mouth from the Lakers game, from the Bucks game. Nuggets showed up tonight. They really showed up. They showed up early. They really got after it. Everybody was giving effort. Zeke Nnaji in the starting lineup. Is that the secret?
I think it might be. He's unbelievable, man. That guy plays so hard. You were saying earlier when a guy's out, you're like, the reason the Nuggets are good is because somebody plays extra hard. I still disagree. Tonight, kind of the truth. Yeah. Zeke Nnaji gets elevated. He was playing balls to the wall.
What was it? That is the straight. What just happened? You disproved me by saying I was right, but it was actually wrong.
That's correct.
That's a veteran podcast trick right there.
That was incredible. Wow, that was some voodoo mind tricks. I don't know where I am left with that. But listen, the Denver Nuggets took to heart that they did not play well last game, and they showed up. They took care of business. It was a beautiful thing to see. And the Detroit Pistons suck.
That's your real takeaway?
They suck, dude. Cade Cunningham missed like 100 shots from like...
Zeke Nnaji had him locked down.
He missed like 18 bunnies. That must have been the worst game of his life. He can't be that bad.
Piano, man.
Yeah.
I'm going to have the worst show ever. I can already feel it.
This is a bad show already.
First quarter, I've got 3 air balls. I'm like, wow, that's not my night. Harrison wins it. What's your big...
Already did the intros. That was about 5 minutes ago. Eric hit on Zeke Nnaji, which was a massive storyline tonight. It feels like he's a big storyline every time he plays.
Yeah.
Which is a good thing. It's a very interesting thing also. Michael Porter Jr. tonight, though, 28 points. It felt like a quiet 28 points. It did,
yeah.
9 rebounds. Also felt like a quiet 9 rebounds. And he shot 6 of 7 for 3. I think his first 3 was a miss, and then he might have made the next 6. Or his first 3 that he missed was very early on. And, Mike, he's had a tough stretch returning from the All-Star break. His shot has not been there at all. He's looked hesitant, looked like he hasn't had as much confidence in that 3.
It looks like he's had asthma.
We've seen him pass up 3s a little bit over these last couple games, which you rarely see him do. But it was great to see him shoot 6 of 7 tonight. It seemed like by the end of this game, he fully got his confidence back from beyond the arc.
I hope that's the case. I hope that is
like
the
it's
story.
Gotta be. And you go 6 of 7, you got to be feeling pretty good, especially if you're a guy and a type of shooter like Michael Porter. And when he's making shots, it just really changes everything. There are still parts of Mike's game, some of the soft layups, not going hard when he's got that ball like in the paint, that annoy you. But the most important part, obviously, is his shot. And when he's shooting the ball like this, the Nuggets offense becomes impossible to stop. So it was great to see Mike break out of this mini slump.
This is what you need following a game like last night. You need not one thing. Oh, so-and-so saved the day. Yoke did a crazy thing. You needed lots of boxes to be checked, and I just feel like we got that tonight. Jamal Murray, Michael Porter, Zeke Nnaji. But my Red Hawk Roofing big takeaway is definitely got to be Zeke Nnaji.
Yeah.
His stat line is not crazy tonight. 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists. I don't want to steer because we let the chat decide who player of the game is.
You would not want to influence the chat at all.
I don't want to influence it.
That's not what we do here.
If
I were campaign outside a polling station.
I'm not, that's so true.
Yeah. Can't wear signs and shirts near polling stations.
I'm not telling people what to do, but if I were voting,
okay, you'd be home at bed.
I would be rooting for Zeke Nnaji because stepping into Aaron Gordon's shoes, guarding Cade Cunningham, Cade Cunningham looked bad tonight. Zeke had a little bit of an impact on that. And just playing as great as he was, it makes me wonder, can you guys imagine how good the Nuggets would be if they had him on the roster? all year.
I know, like,
and didn't just
what
pick
a
him
great
up
trade
3
deadline
weeks ago.
acquisition.
I'm not trying to make this negative. I am making it a little negative
I
here,
know.
but the way he's playing, he was viewed as a player that you could not put on the floor because of how horrible every second was.
Us.
Every single second. But then you play him in power forward and alongside Nikola Jokic and put him in a role that kind of works out for him. He doesn't just look like, he replaced AG tonight, did a good job set up. He actually played better than AG's average, for at least that first half. He was unbelievable, and you watch it, 2 of 2 from the three-point line, made incredible defensive plays, rotated on the backside to block shots on the perimeter. That's kind of becoming a signature thing.
Yeah.
Jump shot blocks.
Yeah.
That's becoming his signature, and I just look at it and I go, every team needs a strategy to get them through the regular season. Every team needs a strategy to inflate the values of the players that they have on their roster. And Zeke Nnaji went to the trade deadline as this albatross $8 million contract. You can't move. He's so terrible. And then you see him over the last, it's not a little sample here. It's like 10 games.
Yeah.
And you go, this guy's incredible. He's a plus value player. Tonight was one of his better games, too.
Best contract in the NBA. Shout out to Zeke Nnaji for staying in exceptional shape. He is, when he was getting ready and warming up, I was like, my God, look at him, man. He's cut. Like, he really, this has come up before, but I mean, there's a lot of different ways you can react to things not going your way. Players pout, like Bones Highland, for example. Other players, like you shrink, you complain, you this, that, or the other. And Zeke Nnaji didn't have any route, like no path to any playing time. Like there was just nothing, nobody was holding any doors open for him. And he just put his head down and got to the gym and worked out. And it has worked out. It is truly it is very inspiring. And it's great. Like, this is one of these stories in sports that you like to root for. You like to root for a guy like a redemption arc like this, a guy that's been left for dead. I mean, frankly, by us. I mean, we're not any more innocent on this than anybody else. But Zeke Nnaji didn't really give us any reason to believe in him, and he just clearly believed in himself. And it's cool. It's really cool to see a guy get an opportunity, make the absolute most of it, especially when the entire world had turned their back on him. And to play like this is better than he's ever played.
It really is. I think this is the best basketball of his career. It's very focused. He knows what he's doing. It's energy and effort defensively. And then, hey, if I make 2 out of 2 threes, if Zeke Nnaji is a three-point shooter, the margin for error is so big.
It's like how he was during his rookie year.
Yeah.
But the great part about what Zeke is doing right now and why you feel confident in him in this role is because it doesn't feel like any of it's fake. It's all real. Like, the defense is real. He's always been a solid defender when he's been put in the right position.
But I feel like he even struggled there, though, Harrison. Like, there was a moment in time where we were even questioning his foot speed defensively.
Yeah, but I do think that goes back to him playing out of position and just losing all confidence. And when that happens, other parts of your game kind of can drop off.
Apart. Yeah, for sure.
Everything falls apart from there. But, I mean, he is playing to his skill set right now. And then everything else you get on offense from him is kind of gravy. But that's because he's been so solid defensively. And, man, it's a crime we're just getting it at this point in the season.
But at least we're getting it here. And my hope is that when the Nuggets are fully healthy, when they get to the playoffs, I am not at all holding my breath when Zeke's out there. I'm kind of excited for the minutes because he has a value.
It's awesome.
It's fun. It's great.
What a reversal, man.
What a reversal. He gets 21 minutes tonight. And by the way, I talked about this in the pregame show, but Zeke Nnaji coming into tonight already had significantly more minutes this year playing alongside Nikola Jokic than he had in the previous 2 years. This is a lot of it, man. When you're watching the Denver Nuggets, this version of them, and by this version I mean the last 10 years, every player that plays with Jokic looks incredible. Every player that doesn't, you're like, how is this bum in the NBA? Always balance out.
How do we give this bum $8 million a year?
How do we give him?
This is why.
Now he's playing, and he looks like a guy that should be in the rotation.
Do you think the Bulls would take his contract now?
Of course. Right now, if you watch how he's playing, it's like, okay, he's blocking shots on the perimeter. He can sit down and guard point guards off the bounce.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a Bulls fan and you watch this game, you're just like, you just snap a pencil like,
Dude, him and Patrick Williams are kind of like the same mold of play. It's like the same idea.
Sure.
Patrick Williams sucks. Although maybe he's great with Jokic.
Oh, he'd be amazing with Jokic.
He's incredible. Whereas right now, Zeke Nnaji is the A Patrick Williams. All right, let's take a break on the other side. We haven't even gotten to Michael Porter, Nikola Jokic, Jamal Murray, Christian Brown. Lots of guys to get to on the other side.
What a night.
Let's talk about our friends over at Lucy. If you don't know what Lucy is,
these are our new friends.
100% pure nicotine. Pure. Always tobacco free. Lucy Breakers are nicotine pouches with an extra surprise. Each pouch holds a capsule that can be broken open to release extra flavor and hydration.
Like Gushers.
You can do, yes, the nicotine version of Gushers. That's a great marketing line. I'm going to send that to Lucy. You can do a subscription with Lucy, have it delivered straight to your door. A lot of people in this office use Lucy. I'm always seeing packs around, everywhere, especially in Spence Smith's office. Go to lucy.co/DNVR.
It's a loosey-goosey.
Lucy.co/DNVR. I'm pretty sure he's got like a Saturday neon sign of Lucy in his office.
Probably.
They probably sent it to him for free.
Oh, yeah, dude. He's more Lucy than man.
They probably got that him for free. You can use promo code DNVR to get 20% off your first order. Lucy also has a 30-day refund policy if you change your mind. Lucy.co. Use code DNVR to get 20% off. Here comes the fine print. Lucy products are only for adults of legal age, and every order is age verified. Warning, this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. Also, shout out to Miller Lite.
We had some of those tonight.
Of course, we got some Miller Lights.
Kale's still going.
Kale, he's finishing the last one
Friday
from
night
the
at the DNVR Bar, man.
6-pack. Miller time here at DNVR. And shout out to our friends at Miller Lite. We got a Miller Lite watch party, I believe, on Sunday for the Celtics game. We're also doing a live Miller Lite watch along.
11 a.m. Miller Lite. Well,
my prediction is that we get aggregated for something we say.
Hey, that's what happens on the internet. A taste you can depend on. No game, no gimmicks, just great beer for people who like beer. Miller Lite brewed for taste. Hits different than other light beers. Simple ingredients. 96 calories, 3.2 grams of carbs per 12 ounces. The original light beer since 1975. Miller Lite tastes great. 96 calories. Go to MillerLite.com/DNVR to find delivery options near you. Or pick up some Miller Lite pretty much anywhere they sell beer. Tastes like Miller time. Celebrate responsibly. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. 96 calories and 3.2 carbs per 12 ounces.
I will never, ever take Nikola Jokic for granted.
Who'd you
But
vote?
maybe.
Who did you vote for tonight?
But maybe a guy could have 23 points, 17 rebounds, 15 assists, 1 steal, 2 blocks, and I can be like, yeah.
I know.
Yeah, he was good tonight, man.
I've been beaten to submission by his lines. Like
By his greatness?
Yeah, like if you said...
Nobody has that line.
I know, but when
although he did have it on January 1st of this year. That's the only other time it's ever happened. It was from him.
He ruined his own Yokogami.
Yep.
It is unbelievable. Like if you said those numbers after any other name in the NBA, you'd be like, what? That's insane. Jokic, you're like, yeah. What else do we do?
You're like, he was pretty good.
But how was his defense?
A minus.
How was Zeke? How'd Zeke play?
Zeke had 8 too.
We led the show with Zeke.
Yokes
didn't even make it into our big takeaway segment.
We're such assholes.
Yoke is unbelievable, though. 23, 17, and 15. And I swear to God, guys, I'm going to go ahead and say this. Some of Yoke's best games ever, Pelicans, Clippers, whatever, 6th gear. He punched it into an extra gear. This is Yoke's all-time best game in 2nd gear.
That's unreal, dude.
2nd gear.
I think he was in 2nd gear tonight. And he had 23, 17, and 15.
Yeah.
He only took 12 shots. Had 7 turnovers.
And he did most of his work from the line. I mean, it wasn't a super clean game by him. Wasn't the prettiest game that he's put up in this last stretch here. But, I mean, there will never be anybody else where you just look down and you're like, oh, he's got 15, 15, 15 through 3 quarters.
Yeah.
Like, you just look down and that's the box score. It's just insane, man. I will never take him for granted. I know that.
But tonight?
No, I never will. I never will. I mean, it's a beautiful thing. And, I mean, I could parlay this into the Zeke Nnaji narrative from tonight, but I think one of the greatest marks of a great player, and maybe the best mark of a great player, is how much better they make their teammates. And that's something we'll be able to say about Nikola Jokic to our graves. First and foremost, he made everybody around him so much better every single night.
Yeah.
And it's one of the things I'm just so grateful for about him, and I will forever be.
What do you think it's like to be a fan of a team like the Detroit Pistons? And like your team's playing great, and then you're like, okay, we got Jokic tonight. We'll see what that's going to be like. And then you watch what he does to Beef Stew, to Isaiah Stewart, where you're like,
while your superstar has like 3 points,
Prefers fish stew.
locked in the nausea.
The way that he just took Isaiah Stewart and put him into his little pocket and just like flicked him and messed around with him, like it was as though he was just taking his warm-up shots before the game started. Like, no resistance of any kind. It's unreal the way that Nikola Jokic can just erase the defender that's on him. It just turns one way or the other. He's around him. Or he's like, all right, fine, you're in front of me. I'm just going to turn around and put it up over. You're going to be falling backwards, and the thing's going to go in. I mean, it's just like, I can't imagine how helpless a feeling that has to be
and
matched
especially
up.
when you're a guy who has a 40-inch vert and is 7 foot, like Jalen Duren.
Like, he has a 40-inch vert?
I mean,
he's a super athlete.
He gets up there, maybe 35. But, I mean, those are still, like, my favorite guys for Yoke to go against.
Yeah.
The young upstart, 7 foot high flyer.
Yeah.
Who he just makes a fool of.
Just an absolute fool.
But the funny thing about it, I'm telling you, though, my takeaway from Yoke's game tonight was how brilliant he was in second gear. I don't feel like he was pressing at any moment. There was never a moment where I'm like, oh, he's going at him now. He's trying to, like, he just calmly and collectedly dropped 15 assists, 17 rebounds, 23 points. It was really impressive.
Can Isaiah Stewart chill out a little bit, too?
Dude, that's who he is, though, man. Isaiah Stewart's not that big. He's like Aaron Gordon size. He has to be a goon.
Dude's going to kill somebody on the court and say, all ball.
He was complaining sometimes tonight where it's like, bro, what? Come on. Michael Porter Jr. bounce back night, 10 of 15 from the field, 28 points, 9 rebounds, 1 assist. He'd have a rough go. He was a game high, by the way, plus 35. 6 of 7 from the three-point line. By far the most important number for him is he making his threes. We talked about the confidence. I mean, this was, I don't know if I'm ready to say his confidence is back, but he needed one of these.
You're talking about MPJ?
That's the guy.
MPJ was great. MPJ was soft and great.
He did have a couple plays that had you screaming.
Screaming, like, dude, come on.
Part of the experience.
That is part of the experience, but you really can't. I mean, when that man's shot is falling, it's just, you wonder, like, why is every night not like this night? It's for as bad of a night as he had last night.
Yeah,
he had as good of a game tonight so it's the Tao of Mike, the yin and the yang. You never know quite what you're gonna get. But man, like, this
inside
was probably
every Mike, there's a no Mike.
Yeah, dude, and there is an equal and opposite no Mike. But the point being is, like, this was the first game in a long time where both Murray and MPJ went off.
Great point.
And you see what it looks like. Like,
4 players in double figures. Good point.
Not even close. Like,
I mean, the 15 assists from Joker, that helped with that for sure.
But, like, he could have 15 assists all the time because it is what? A make or miss league. And, like,
we did say that in the pregame show.
These guys have been missing shots. They're making shots. It makes Jokic, his stat line, which is already always going to be good, look even more amazing. Those two guys, if we have those two max players playing like max players, like, brother.
That's really what this comes down to. You have a Michael Porter thought?
Yeah, I mean, he was my big takeaway, but I was just really happy to see the confidence grow tonight. Yeah. And it felt like that's what he achieved in this one, because by the end of the game, like, he was firing. I think he took a step back late in the game. Like, he was firing him up like he's operating at 100% confidence. And you felt that confidence dip over the last couple games.
Yeah.
Which is, I mean, I know everybody in the NBA, like, your confidence can take a hit at times, but for a shooter like Mike, his confidence should never wane at all.
Yeah.
Like, you're one of the 5 best shooters in the NBA, in the world. Like, you should always take a 3, even if you have the smallest amount of airspace. So it was great to see him by the end of the game get back to, super confident Mike. And they'll need it against Boston. They'll need him to make some threes against Boston. That's for sure.
By the way, just coughed up a huge lead.
Did they?
They lose. They lost.
To who?
Cleveland.
Weren't they up
wow,
28
they were up
to
3? 17-3 or something. That's an incredible game. I can't wait to watch that one. That's incredible. Man, statement game right there.
Tatum scored 46 and was only a +5.
Well, that's Tatum.
Jamal Murray Real quick, let's get to Jamal Murray because he was the leading scorer tonight. 31 points, 3 rebounds, 4 assists, 2 steals, 1 block, but 5 of 9 from 3. His 3-ball, man.
Fire it up! Oh, God. Fire it up, kid!
Wait, he's back?
I don't know.
Regular level.
Doesn't matter.
I don't dictate. This is a scientific instrument.
Oh, my God. So unbelievably back.
He's so unbelievable. I mean, he is.
His shot is locked in, man.
Back. Like, this has now been.
What did he have last game?
He had a good point total last game, too, didn't he?
Did he?
Dude, he's been like. Yeah, he had like 20. He was one of the higher scorers.
Maybe that's 2 games ago, I'm thinking of.
It has been now a month of at least solid games. He hasn't had like an extremely terrible game in a very long time. Jamal Murray is like, he's the Jamal that we need, the Jamal we were promised, the Jamal that we all know was always there the entire time looming. Frustrated the hell out of all of us because early on in the season, you're like, God, why? Why can't we just have this all the time? Like, we all have a taste for it now. Like, can we just keep getting this Jamal? Can we get this level of confidence? And like, he's so saucy right now too. He's saucy.
He's got a little sauce to him. He's got a little sauce.
Dude, he's sauced up, man. He's like his layup package is getting more and more ridiculous. He's just he's on it, brother. I love it.
Yeah, I guess I was thinking of the Laker game where he wasn't that great, but
yeah,
nobody on the Nuggets was good that game.
But Jamal Murray has not had a bad game in a very long time.
Yeah, no, he looks great. I mean, I agree. Last night, and I said this on the pregame show, I did not think he was moving great. It looked like his knee was bothering him. Classic Jamal fashion. Doesn't look like it affected him at all tonight.
He just needed a back-to-back.
He just needed the back-to-back to get him going.
Inflammatories.
They ran to CVS pregame, got the anti-inflammatories.
He was
the inflammatories.
He was enflam. Yeah, he was flaming. No, that didn't sound good. He was on fire.
Go on.
He was on fire. Whatever.
Yeah.
He was getting to his spots. I mean, the shot has looked good for a while now.
Yeah.
3-point shot. I mean, he's been locked in with that. He's taking it with confidence. And, I mean, it's not like Detroit doesn't have a good defender to put on him either. Sir Thompson, great young defender.
Bro.
Guy who's going to get into you, who's long, who can cover a lot of ground. And Jamal didn't really see him that much tonight. That was great.
I think Jamal's playing great individually right now. I really want to see more 2-man game.
Yeah, me too.
You know what I mean? Like, I want to see more of them in a... And part of this is...
That was only number 6 on the wish list.
It was low on the wish list.
I still don't know what we were saying. But
yeah. But the thing is the Nuggets right now are either losing or winning by 10 or more. So we're not getting that, like, okay, fourth quarter, 5, 6, 7 times in a row we go to it. But I kind of want to see it a little bit more. Just because he's playing so well individually, I just wanted that chemistry to kind of rise.
That's a great point. We haven't really had a close game since that Charlotte win.
Bro, I know.
They need that one. Come on.
107-104.
We really need the Nuggets to beat the Celtics. I'm tired of this narrative that they can only beat bad teams, and it's the truth.
I was going to say, it's not a narrative.
It's just the schedule.
I'm tired of this reality. How about that?
There you go.
I would like to see the Nuggets put it on a team that you can't just be like, yeah, but, well, I feel like it's going to be the Celtics game, but like Jamal Murray, when he and Jokic are like this, what are you supposed to do?
You're going to get an extra focused Celtics team now.
Whatever.
I'm just saying, like, they're coming off of a blown loss.
Good.
Yeah.
I want that.
Good.
Yeah, there you go. But Jamal Murray, obviously, just shooting the ball really with a lot of confidence. Some of the threes that he took tonight were tough, especially early on. Tough that he just takes with confidence, man. You definitely see his swagger coming back. Felt good to see him get one. All right, let's take a break. On the other side, we still have to get to Christian Braun. Went to Browntown tonight.
Yeah, we did.
Guys, if you want tickets to concert shows, sporting events, maybe opening day coming up.
Bro, I co-sign opening day wholeheartedly.
We'll be at opening day, I assure you of that.
I will not remember one pitch, and I do not care.
That's the goal at a Rockies game. You can hit up the Game Time app. Game Time has a new feature called Game Time Picks that makes getting tickets for events even easier. Game Time Picks filters out the fluff to show you only incredible deals on great seats, so you don't have to waste time searching through thousands of tickets to find the best value. I use Game Time for going to games in Denver, Avs games. I'll buy tickets on Game Time. Concerts, I'll buy tickets there as well. You can get seat views from the app, all-in pricing, the lowest price guarantee. Also, Game Time ticket coverage, a great little thing that they offer. That means your tickets are guaranteed to be delivered on time, and your purchase is covered with the most flexible customer service policy in the ticketing industry. So you can take the guesswork out of buying tickets with Game Time. Download the Game Time app, create an account. You can use code DNVR. You get $20 off your first purchase. Terms apply. Create an account. You got to use code DNVR. Code DNVR for $20 off. Download Game Time today. Last minute tickets. Lowest prices guaranteed. Also at Bet365, it is never ordinary.
Not tonight it was.
And the reason we love Bet365 is because we do this pregame pick segment on every pregame show. Dev usually nails his bets, but tonight, D-line.
He doesn't normally go 3 for 3.
3 for 3.
Doesn't normally go 3 for 3.
3 for 3. Bet365 now an official partner of the Denver Nuggets and Colorado Avalanche. Even threw a Malik Beasley prop in there.
Bro,
that was a lock of the night as well.
I was flaming.
This actually doesn't count.
Why doesn't it count?
He went 2 of 2. One of them can't be an opponent bet, dude.
Who said this?
I'm just saying. Oh, that's cool.
Is that what
Can you do all 3 of them? Like, if you were like, tonight, I think Jalen Duran's going to get 8 rebounds.
They're like, sorry for the greatest parlay ever cobbled together. One of them wasn't a Nugget, though, so we can't pay off.
Win money with us at Bet365. Must be 21 plus, physically located in Colorado. Please gamble responsibly. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem and wants help, call or text 1-800-GAMBLER.
We back?
We are back.
We're bake.
Segment 3, let's talk about Browntown. 10 of 14 from the field, 23 points, 6 rebounds, 2 assists, 1 block. He's one of the more steady players on the roster. I mean, I honestly, like, what's your takeaway from Christian Braun? I'm trying to reach for it. I'm just expect these numbers from him.
It's the same takeaway that we've had in almost every game this season. I mean, he's awesome. He did a lot of work in transition tonight again, which he's done all year.
Finishes everything,
I know. He really does.
Everything.
Never passes, always finishes. And, like, when the Nuggets are the Nuggets, transition is their bread and butter.
Yeah.
Like, they have really become a team this year that thrives in transition. And Christian Braun, you know, other than Jokic, is their best transition player. I mean, he just flies up and down the court, man. I love watching. If you're ever watching, like, Nuggets highlights or watching the game back, watch the second that they get the defensive rebound. And Christian Braun's, like, already at half court. He is just so good at taking off in transition, beating the defense back down the floor. And he went 10 of 14 tonight. He hit his threes as well. 2 or 3 from deep. No turnovers. I mean, it was a near perfect game from him. And his defense was pretty good tonight as well.
I like this. Somebody, EL in the chat says, Browntown is a flourishing metropolis right now.
Metropolis. Dude, Browntown.
If it were a town, what town would it be?
All year.
Browntown would be the entire front range of Colorado. Just
wow.
Ballooning out of control. Just sprawling.
Just building apartments every day.
Fort Collins to Pueblo?
Yes, sprawling. But in the good way.
Okay.
You know, it's like you're spreading out, but it's like good. It's not just like a wasteland of strip malls and things. It's a beautiful thing to behold. Browntown is like, I can't believe how comfortable he is and how confident he is and how he's not even like celebrating that much. He's just going about his business, and he's not talking. Again, he's not like trash talking all the stuff again we thought was going to happen with him. He's just the most steady player on the Denver Nuggets, bar none, outside of Nikola Jokic. I can't believe how regularly he finishes those transition buckets.
Yeah,
and
they're such tough ones.
And they're always underhand.
And it's a massive jump from last year too.
Massive.
He was not finishing any of those last year, it seemed like.
Yeah.
I just can't believe every single. It's always a scoop every time, and it just drops in every time. Like, I never think it's going to work, and it works every time. Like, I don't know what to make of it. It's remarkable. He's not going to win Most Improved Player. Probably the
guy that got shut down tonight, Cade.
Yeah, right. Cade was terrible tonight. And it wasn't just that he was being shut down, like, whatever.
He was pretty bad tonight.
Bad.
This was maybe his worst game of the year.
Christian Braun is incredible. Like, Christian Braun is, as Calvin Booth told us, that there's no way he can fail. Dead right.
Especially playing with Jokic.
Yeah.
There's no way he can. I mean, he is the perfect role player, man. Available every game, plays hard, good size. worker, like just perfect.
Just real quick on Russell Westbrook. He was a minus 16 tonight. He had 8 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists.
I just did the math.
1 steal, 1 block, 4 turnovers. It is weird to be a minus 16 in a game you won by 15.
I need to see somebody's math. That doesn't work out.
You're not buying the box score math.
As the internet would say, the math is not mathing here.
I mean, look, I don't think he had a good game. I think that this return has been a little bit rough. It is, of all the things on the bingo card tonight, that was the one that just didn't hit.
Yeah, I thought he had a rough game as well. The turnovers have been a thing that's been present for a while now. I probably do attribute a lot of it to him coming back from injury. Maybe he's still ramping up. But also, man, he's just not getting as many minutes next to Jokic as well.
Yeah.
And I mean, that's a thing we knew would be a factor. Him going to the bench.
Man. Every player just has to play with Jokic.
Yeah.
Someone gets thrown to the Lions.
Yeah. But also, you can say every player, but I mean, he fits so well with Jokic. And it's not like Christian Braun playing with Jokic. Like Russell Westbrook playing with Jokic is so much different because he's the point guard. They have that 2-man game. They have that chemistry. So you cut into his minutes, he's just going to be less effective. It's definitely going to be one of the toughest battles Michael Malone has to fight and figure out over this next couple months heading into the playoffs.
Dude,
because Nuggets need Westbrook, but you need him to be how effective he was playing with Jokic.
I am terrified. I'm officially terrified by Russell Westbrook.
Every time he checks in, you're more scared than excited.
I have gone back to a deep, dark place inside my hole, inside my heart.
Your hole.
God, I'm really saying some things I shouldn't say today.
Jeez, man. What's going on over there?
This isn't being recorded, right? Like, it's just for us?
No,
it's
just us talking.
It's just us talking. Just us talking.
All right, well, between me, you, and the 1,000 people watching and the hole in my inside of me. No, Russell Westbrook, I spent my whole life being like, this guy sucks. I hate this guy. And then I learned to love. I'm like, this guy's unbelievable. He's so misunderstood. This guy. And now I'm like, I don't know what to think anymore. He scares the hell out of me, man.
I mean, am I scared for the playoffs with Westbrook? Absolutely.
He scares the hell out of me right now. He makes the most insane decisions over and over. And when he turns the ball over, the ball goes 50 feet into the air. Like, he's sprawled. Like, nothing is quiet. It's the loudest thing you've ever seen in your entire life. Like, he makes a decision like, oh, I'm going to shoot this off the backboard. It's like, kapang! It's like not even close. You're like, what is happening?
Yeah, I mean, looking ahead to the postseason is definitely scary. But I think what you can say is, they found a formula earlier this season.
They did, but my God, I'm terrified.
They have done it before, and he has done it very recently. So I think they can get back to that, but I am a little scared.
I love that when the chat has two very different responses in a row. D-Line is too emotional. D-Line is speaking truth.
Yeah. Sometimes the heart sometimes the hole in your heart comes the truth. And you just let everybody know.
You just have to be deep in the hole.
D-Line popped that comment into our Slack a couple days ago. That one YouTube comment. D-Line really be speaking facts. Y'all need to hear him more.
Yeah. That was underneath the video I made where I said that Jokic wasn't hot enough to be the.
That was the truth. That was revealed.
Wait, are you serious?
Yeah. Huh?
Dude.
All right. That actually makes it way better. All right, I got to ask. So this has all been fun. We've had some fun, right? Yeah. It's been a good Winners Lounge Friday night. DNVR Bar. Everybody's feeling good.
Oh, God. Where are we going?
Snapped a winning streak. I want this to be a positive comment.
Okay.
How great Zeke is playing while being a diamond in plain sight. Does it make you reconsider at all the other guys on the roster?
Yes.
Doesn't it make you at least sit there and think man,
is the biggest market inefficiency Nuggets bench players?
I honestly might be.
Is it non-Jokic playing players?
Let me ask this another way. What would you do if the Nuggets traded Zeke Nnaji at the trade deadline and he was doing this every game immediately after the trade?
I said I would not have been surprised at the time. I said that.
Now
I would have been. That's lying. I would have been a little bit surprised.
So hold on. Is it even the segment?
You could see it.
I'm saying we have to learn from this. There's something that has, no matter what happens to the Nuggets going forward, where they go, They have to learn from this idea that Zeke Nnaji was considered the worst contract in the NBA and a completely and wholly unplayable NBA player as recently as 5 weeks ago. And all of a sudden, it's like, wait, this guy's a value add. You know, Jalen Pickett has had his run where it's like, oh, this guy's not the worst player who can't score in summer league, can't do this. Jay Huff has made his impact on the Grizzlies. Malik Beasley right now, one of the greatest shooters of all time, one of the greatest shooters.
I heard Jay Huff get brought up in best contract in the NBA podcast recently.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh my God. Dude, is Calvin Booth too good at his job? Is that the problem?
The Nuggets have to learn a lesson here, which is that, man, the guys are in the NBA for a reason. Even the guys that are bad, there's just something, they're never as bad as you think at their worst moment when they're in this horrible rut.
I mean, Zeke Nnaji was given opportunity early.
He's not with Jokic. He's played
D-line, imagine if you had to host this show.
Okay.
Every day.
Okay.
I mean, people would probably think you're a little worse at your job than you are.
I don't know.
I don't think you ever watched the hit show Online with D-Line.
Zeke has 160 minutes with Jokic this year. He has 100 total over the previous 2 years.
It's wild.
It's almost twice as many just this year. But and really, it's the last month.
What do you do? Just not everyone can't play with Jokic.
I understand that. But honestly, like when you evaluate these guys, if you look at it and go, everyone sucks when Jokic's not on the court, everyone's great when they are. Get guys some minutes there. Like try to maybe hone in on it. I'm just saying that Zeke right now, the Nuggets would be in a wholly different spot if Zeke's value was not in the dumpster. If Pickett's value was in the dumpster. And again, I don't want this to be negative. The Nuggets have to learn from this. The good teams in the NBA, like Oklahoma City right now, they play 12 guys in their rotation. They just get minutes for people. There's something to we have to survive this season by getting minutes. And we're at a moment right now, I'm glad it's happening, but it's just happening so late that it makes you wonder.
Well, it's not. There's still a lot of time left. There's a lot of games left, and this is a stretch where you can still learn a lot about your team going into the playoffs. There's just the funny thing is that there's still really a lot of questions in general. Like there's not. I don't even know like if Malone had his druthers, what the lineup would be. Like you know what I mean? Like yeah. I don't know like what he would prefer from just the straight up rotation. Like who is the sixth man in his eyes? I don't know.
I mean, it's Russ. I think the sixth man is Russ. It's just he's struggling at the moment.
The thing is, you can play all these guys, not in the playoffs, but in the regular season. And I think like Zeke's resurgent here, it's a testament to him. The testament to Jokic's greatness, but it's also just like a bad look for Michael Malone. I mean, it really is. Like, and you can't really get around that. Like, tried to play him at center earlier this year. He was bad, like he was last year. And then you pretty much sent him out for pasture. You know, he was done. And it really only took, apparently, the trade deadline being imminent for him to play his right position.
Right.
And he's looked great since. So I do hope it's something they can learn from. And, yeah, I mean,
think about it with Deron Holmes next year. You know, like Deron Holmes comes in basically his rookie season now next year. If he never plays with Jokic, we might be sitting here going, this guy sucks, wasted draft pick, this or that. Plays a lot with Jokic, we might go, oh my God, the best player in the NBA.
Here's the next question for you. Can they do it with Charge?
Oh, man, that is a great question. No.
Just like that.
Yeah, well, I just think more, I mean, why would you, but...
Yeah.
At this point, here's another question for you. Zeke Nnaji, let's just say he plays what he's been playing the last 10, 11 minutes, where when everyone's there, maybe he doesn't play, maybe he plays very little. When somebody's out, he plays a lot. We go through the rest of the year like this. Is he tradable in the offseason?
Yes.
I agree.
For sure.
Right now, he looks like a guy that's on his way to being tradable.
He absolutely is. But now it's like, don't trade him.
I know, man.
He truly, right now he looks like
they're going to move him back to center next year.
Right, and then it all starts over. It is crazy, man. This is why you watch a full season of basketball.
Totally.
There's so many things that happen that you're so sure of that are just completely disproven one game later. Zeke Nnaji being a player is nothing. I mean, unless you were Ariana and tarot cards, you really had no idea anything like this would come.
We have any Julian Strawther takes tonight?
Yeah.
6 points.
No.
3 of 7. I thought he was unremarkable.
Yeah.
And was
But
good or
maybe
bad.
that was a good thing.
Yeah.
Because he didn't really stand out for his bad plays.
You were unimpressed with the Pistons. So does this count as a good win? We said coming in, if they got this,
This
it
got to
would
be a good win. This has to be a good
Well,
win.
we said it would be the second best win of the year. Does this feel like it qualifies for second best win of the year?
I don't know, man. I can't. This is not number 2. There's no way this is the second best
But
win.
It's either this
Weren't
or
we
the
just talking
Pacers
about the
game?
Pacers one being number 2?
Pacers might lose to the Heat tonight. Does everyone suck in the NBA?
Yes.
I think
Maybe.
that's the
There
real
might just
truth.
be 3 good teams.
This is a real the NFLication of the NBA under the new CBA has not been great in my opinion.
Nice take.
Yeah, I mean, it just might be that it's harder to judge these types of things and say like who's really great. I will say the Grizzlies are 2 points ahead of the Knicks with 2 minutes and 41. Should we do an impromptu around the association?
Might as well,
ATA.
man.
Let's
Might
go a
as
little
well.
impromptu.
Let's do
Kale,
it.
fire it up.
Oh, hell yeah.
The Thunder beat the Hawks. Who cares? Thunder beat everybody. It's kind of annoying. It's also the East. The Celtics coming back, or the Cavs coming back on the Celtics is crazy, man. The Cavs. I'm rooting for the Cavs, even though I think it would be horrible for the Nuggets if they
when
matched
the-
up in the
Do
finals.
you think it's a tougher matchup in Boston?
Yes, I do. I really do. But
I
I'm
mean,
rooting for them.
I've
They're a
got-
little
I've
engine.
got, I've got a little betteroo on the Cavs to.
Ooh. Do you really? A championship bet?
Yeah.
You have them to win it?
Yes.
So if they play the Nuggets in the finals, you'll have an incentive to root for your money?
No, you'll have to hedge that big time.
Yeah, I'll just take the L. I don't care.
That's the spirit.
I mean, how much money? It's not
money, whatever.
All of my money. I have like a couple bucks on it. Like, chill out.
Trailblazers beat the Nets 121-102. Nobody really cares. Did you see Shaden Sharp's dunk, though, the other day?
Yes.
Did you see that thing? That guy
He's
flies,
nice.
man.
He's
That guy
nice.
absolutely flies. As I mentioned, the Heat beat the Pacers 125-120. There's 6.5 seconds left, so it's not over, but I'm calling it. The Raptors beat the Bulls. Don't the Raptors and Bulls feel like the same
Yes.
team?
Yes, they do.
They feel like the exact same team. What are
they
either
feel
of
like
them
the
doing?
There
team.
are like 5 teams in the Eastern Conference that are the same team.
Yeah.
The
Knicks and
Raptors,
Grizzlies
the Bulls,
are tied up. Knicks and Grizzlies
the
are tied. We need
Hawks.
the Grizzlies to lose.
the Pacers, the Heat. They're all kind of the same team.
The Suns are up 20 on the Pelicans. The Pelicans thought they were going to beat them twice in their own building. Nobody does
Get
that.
lost.
Get lost, man. The Suns are up right now. Leading scorer is Nick Richards. What?
Devin Booker reportedly has not said a word the whole game. Just seeing that.
It's an inside joke. If you didn't hear, Devin Booker said Mike Budenholzer told him to stop talking.
Yeah.
Stop speaking up as a leader.
Stop talking to your team.
Well, the
I do
stories,
the talking. I'm the coach.
the stories that are going to come out about the Suns,
Oh,
the
it's gonna be
moment
legendary.
the season is over, is going to be.
Legendary.
Windhorse is going to have an absolute banger.
Did you see the clip of Durant getting pissed at Plumlee?
No.
In this last game.
Really?
Plumlee's just like, you know how Mason Plumlee does. He's just like trying 3-4 times to come up and set a ball screen.
Yeah.
And like running away and then coming back up again. And Kevin Durant's just like, dude, just get out of here. Let me cook.
Man, I cannot wait. That article, if it's not called the Subprime Suns, I'm going to be upset.
No, that'll be all right. Timberwolves are up on the Jazz 59-50. How about Tim Conley getting Bones Highland? On a
made
two-way.
that-
On a two-way.
We made that
Ariana
joke.
probably predicted that too.
We made that joke that Bones was the only player that Tim Conley hadn't signed twice.
And he went and got him.
There are
He
no
went and
players that fit that description.
This was honestly the most obvious move in the NBA.
Man. Now he's got Bones and
Dillingham.
Rob Dillingham.
Yeah.
Those guys are fun, man. They are fun.
They are
I'll tell you
fun.
what. I don't know if anybody watched Bones in the last months in LA. That guy, it's weird because he's such an irrational confidence guy. He's a little guy, whatever. It was weird watching him have no confidence.
I know.
He couldn't
Yeah.
make a wide open three. He just like at all times looked small. I feel bad for him, man. But now Tim Conley gets to rehabilitate him. What a bummer, man. What a bummer. And then the Lakers are getting killed by the Clippers so far. They're down 10 in the first 4
No,
minutes.
that doesn't mean anything.
That doesn't mean
we know
anything.
that.
That's what they're playing the team with the big.
That could
That
be
is true.
interesting. Yeah, there you go.
They don't know how to defend that.
All right, should we go to our super chats here, Kel? What are the super chatters saying to us today?
Let's see
Are they
here.
nice? It should be nice. This was vibey. How
Let's
many?
count. We're gonna have a count for
Negatives?
negative today.
Do you think we'll have more than 5?
How many chats are there? 25. I'm gonna say there's one negative chat, and it's about one of us.
I'll bet you there's 3. One will be about Westbrook.
Wait, don't we have
I'll
to
take
do the
over. I'll
play of the
take
game?
4. I'm going to price this right. I'll take 4
Don't we
negative.
do the game ball? Player game?
Oh, that's
Oh,
right.
yeah. Let's do that first. Yeah, let's do that.
I haven't ended the poll.
Okay, we'll do Super Chats.
Oh, we'll do a super chat, then we'll do it afterward.
Michael Porter Truther. RELAX.
Relax.
3 seed. Jamal is cooking for 2 months now. MPJ at 19-7-2.
Yes.
On 51.
Oh,
Kale.
cut us off.
On 51-41. 75, 60% from 2. Jokic at his peak. Watson, Gordon healthy. And we're fine.
We're fine,
That is
dude.
definitely positive.
Michael Porter Truther coming in with the
Vote's
level
not
head.
here. First Super Chat of the night. Coincidence? Cedric is everywhere.
We know
Okay.
that.
New Cedric
That's,
just dropped.
that's actually a threat, by the way.
They continue to get more and more threat-like.
Yes.
This was a feel-good win. And no, shut up,
EL.
EL. This was Joker's game ball. Who else thinks he should just win MVP already? How's this lead up versus C's feel?
Bro, you
Feels
can't-
pretty good.
I can't. If he won game ball tonight, I'm gonna be so mad.
Oh, get
Joker?
lost.
Yeah.
For a Jokagami?
Joker?
For a Yokogami. It wasn't a Yokogami. He's done it before.
Adam actively campaigning against Nikola Jokic.
Everybody go
Clip
vote for
this.
Zeke Nnaji. Come on.
Josh Barnett from Down Under.
8 points, 2 rebounds.
Fellas, Saturday night, the National Rugby League is playing at Las Vegas Raiders Stadium, I believe. It'll be on Fox Sports. Oh, and all the Nuggets are good. Just plug in the Rugby League.
Dude, you know my proposal about the region, the East Coast versus West Coast versus Central versus World? He says it in Australia, they do that for rugby. They have a thing that's like... where
Oh, I saw that,
Yeah, and he was saying it's the most intense event of the year. It's like really brings out the bad blood.
I bet so.
Might
I mean,
be something.
I'm sure it is, dude. Rugby is... those guys get after it, man.
They really do. Those guys are insane.
After this one, I've got game ball.
Okay, James Wright. Shooting variance is one hell of a
I
drug.
know.
Enjoy satire tonight, fellas.
Yeah,
Oh, man.
James,
Hell yeah.
Did he
James,
bug
you
the
might know.
studio? Did he
Dude.
bug the studio when he was here?
We're-
Because we were dead talking about satire tonight.
Well,
I
James-
tried to get the fellas going for it, man. Nobody really...
We're going to satire? What are you talking about?
We're going to satire?
I was like, I have a res there later.
By the way, there's a way to sum up your super chat. It's a make or miss league.
to make him
It's a make or miss
Many
league.
say that.
a little
Yeah.
karaoke. We might do it.
Sure.
Let's go to our UC Health. It's time for our Live Extraordinary Player of the Game, presented by UC Health. We, of course, don't know who this is. We allow you, the
We
chat,
have
to
no
vote on
idea.
it. Let's go to the numbers, Cal.
Yes!
Nico, yeah,
Just
okay.
FYI, it was not close.
Really?
It was not close.
Yeah, not close at all.
They didn't see what Zeke did today?
I mean, yeah, but
I just don't think that our people will allow
23,
themselves.
17, 15.
I also just don't think our people will allow themselves to be bullied into voting one way or the other.
They should be. UC Health is the official healthcare partner of DNVR Nuggets. UC Health, live extraordinary. Learn more about living like there's no tomorrow. Or there is a tomorrow. Go to uchealth.org for more info.
That was a
UC
tough
Health.
slip. That one was tough.
Literally,
I think we are going to the satire. Are we sure there's a
We
tomorrow?
should live like there's no tomorrow. Live extraordinary. There you go.
Okay. Wadislav, sit AG until fully fit. We need it for the playoffs.
I know.
We've been saying this for 2 months.
That's been the theme of
That's
this
been the
entire
whole
season. The whole season. But listen, man, Zeke comes in and plays that way. You're like,
Yeah.
well,
I mean, like we talked about on the pregame show, the Nuggets have a very mid record this year when everybody's healthy. It's weird. Chris Peters doubled down on MPJ tonight, and it paid off big. Also, CB was fantastic tonight.
dude,
Absolutely
so
agree.
good. Dude, we're batting zero for negative
I
comments.
know.
Loving it.
Mr. Exquisite Nugget. Cade dunk on Zeke was wild, but we got the dub. All the Nuggets are good.
Was that negative?
Nope.
That was the one
You
play
can't,
that
end,
he
you
brings
can't end
up.
with that emoji like this if it's bad.
Michael Porter Truther. I guess Detroit doesn't play physical defense. I don't
yeah.
really think they do, though. Are they a great defense?
No, but tonight they were physical tonight.
They
Words out
stunk.
on the nugs.
But is Detroit even a top 10 defense? I don't think so, right?
you giving me homework?
Oh my
I mean,
god, dude.
this is a question.
We're giving you some long drink
Maddox,
division.
I have Zeke in my top seven over Russ, to be honest.
Dang.
Damn.
Is that negative?
12th in defense.
No, it's
12th in
not quite
defense.
negative, right? Can't be.
It's
Okay.
kind of negative.
I'd say that's negative.
No.
It's pretty negative.
Yeah, he's up in one guy.
Jeremy J. Rock, Michael, Porter, and
homie.
Murray are the keys. Jokic is consistent, as the great D-line once said, or twice said. It's a make or miss league. Fired up, Kale.
Fired up. Dude, I'm so glad that my impact on this league has been felt. I've been saying this for years. Make or miss league.
Who is the great D-line? I only know of D-line. I don't know of the great D-line.
God is freaking Mike, dude. Let's keep going, dude.
Nash, Sweden, start Zeke. AG is better from the bench this season.
This year's so weird because that's technically true. Remember how good the Nuggets were when he came
Zeke
off the
Nnaji
bench?
going from worst player in the NBA to starter on a contender.
Can you imagine if we
In
just
our
5
best
weeks.
player.
if this show there was a time machine and we could play it on like November 5th?
Oh,
and people
dude.
are like, bench AG, you got to start Zeke. It's
Like when
better
you,
for the team.
yeah, like when you get a new album, it's a record, you do a needle drop just to be like, is this a good song? But you listen to a little bit. If you just took our season that way, you'd be like, Jamal sucks. Jamal's amazing. Jokic sucks. Jokic's the best. And you're like, what is
Start
this,
Zeke
dude?
Nnaji,
Yeah, dude.
cut Zeke.
Yeah.
What's going
We're
on?
such assholes.
Buy him out.
Joker's
When I say
wild.
we, I mean all of
The
us.
future of this team is Murray, CB, P-Watt, Zeke, Jokic.
That's the future.
Trade MPJ this summer for 3-and-D backup center.
We got, that's
Is
literally.
that negative?
Is Pickett?
Yeah.
Why wasn't Pickett on there? He's the future too.
Oh, man.
That's the old Cowtown. Zeke, Duran, bench, front court gonna feed families.
That's
I can't wait for it.
the
What
Holmes
a
and the
crazy
Nnaji
arc
family.
this season. Roly Poly, Mr. Calvin Boo, don't you touch my Zeke. Untradeable.
Everyone on the internet, on this show, around the team themselves, tried to trade Zeke Nnaji as hard as we possibly could, and now he's untouchable. Just
Untouchable.
like that.
Untouchable.
They couldn't even trade him for who was one of the guys?
David
they were-
Roddy.
For like
Boucher.
Chris Boucher.
who was the guy on the Hornets?
I don't even remember.
Who?
Weren't they in rumors for a guy on the Hornets?
I don't
Josh
know.
Green? Maybe somebody else.
Josh Greens can play though, man. That guy doesn't miss from the corner.
No, who went to the Suns?
Okogie?
Okogie, yeah.
I didn't know that.
Couldn't
That would
even
have been
trade him for
terrible.
Okogie.
Dude, Okogie stinks.
I don't know if that's something they trade. I don't know if that's something they tried to do.
Next win.
GGX Gang HQ, we're so back.
We're
We're
back
so
in second.
back. We're so
We're the
back.
2 seed again.
Where are we, Cal?
We're
so back.
so back. We're so back. I hated not being back, but luckily we're back now.
Dean Gregorius, a super chat for the 2 defensive standouts, Christian. Am I the 3rd best player on this team, Brown?
Yes.
And Zeke, I'm so back, Nnaji. Great super chat.
I can't believe the victory card predicted it all. Unbelievable,
I
man.
can't
You
believe
really
you can't
can't
believe
believe
it.
that.
And Dario pulling the devil card in contrast.
Aaron Gordon lied to us.
Oh my God.
He did, man. Peter Duck, Nuggets are allergic to days off. Zeke also brings athleticism and length the Nuggets desperately need, especially with AG slumping and P-Watt is out.
It turns out he's the perfect player.
The boy's dad, the legend. Zeke is becoming such a great story. Did anyone have that on their bingo card? D-line?
Do you have that on your bingo card?
Where are people getting their bingo cards from, man? I don't have a bingo card.
Had to get in place.
I guess so.
55555-ish. Was busy tonight. Didn't watch the game. But I'm never too busy to
Love
count
that
Zeke's
adventure.
minutes.
I love that.
I can
I love
imagine
that you can miss the game, but you cannot miss the super chat in the winner's
I
lounge.
gotta imagine 555-ish is just like out to dinner, girlfriend, wife. I don't know what his situation is. He's like, I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
I gotta
He
get
just
this,
has a-
this
he
off.
He's just calculating Zeke's
Bro,
stats.
Just as a wild-
we're south of 200, man.
He's just watching the game with a stopwatch.
We're south of 200, bro. We are. This might really happen. I cannot believe what is happening right now.
Just because he has to verify the minutes. You can't just go off of what ESPN is saying.
my
They
God.
can short him a second or two.
I know, they don't count seconds. 363 minutes, 8 seconds down, only 191 minutes, 52 seconds at 555. All the Nuggets are amazing.
Bro, we're sub 200. That is wild.
Cedric Exquisites. No Eric, no Adam, no Kale, no EL. Who is EL? He's feeling the
chat, in the
wrath
chat,
of
yeah.
Cedric tonight. Let's beat the C's.
Yeah. He's
Uncle Rico's Revenge.
We haven't seen Laking Ball in forever. That guy moved on.
He'll be here on Sunday.
Yeah, he'll be here on Sunday.
Uncle Rico's Revenge. bash MPJ equals big game, I
Yep.
guess.
That's
That's
exactly
what we
what
need to do.
It's true. We just need to be emotionally abusive to Michael Porter Jr. all
He
the
responds
time.
to that.
History Channel 5280. I can't believe I'm saying
We
this,
got
but I
two of
think
these.
Zeke should start for Gordon
Oh, I can't believe we got two of these.
until the end of the season.
It is. I have not logged in. If I did log in, you know how it gives you the AI summary?
Oh, we're going to overtime? All right.
No, we're in overtime, everybody.
Check us out
On
online.
the internet. Online.
Kyle
Fuck
M.
yeah, we're back. But if I was just coming here and I looked at the AI synopsis, it would be like, the chatters are talking about how incredible Zeke Nnaji is with the Denver Nuggets. Like, this is the Zeke Nnaji chat.
The chat is wondering, is Zeke Nnaji one of the Nuggets' best players?
This is the Zeke Nnaji chat game.
The chat agrees. It's not over.
Kyle
We're
M.
so
Hey,
back.
Adam.
Hey, Kyle.
Hey, what up?
The boys down again, playing, quote, all these guys. The rest of this regular season is essential in preventing starters' gas tanks
Good point.
running dry again in the playoffs. Absolutely correct.
Good point.
I'm not
man.
going to lie to you. I put my tinfoil hat on so hard last night, and I was like, is Jamal not like pressing because they told him not to? Are they trying to get energy saved up? Like, are they, if it's not going well, are they just like let it happen? Listen, I can't explain anything about
They
the Denver
lost to the
Nuggets.
Bucks on purpose, I think.
Well, I
And
don't
the
think they lost
Lakers.
on purpose, but like it seems like
I
they're
don't think
not
they've
interested
lost-
in pressing.
On accident this year. Hit that outro music here, Kale. Guys, the next game is 11 o'clock in the morning.
And we are doing a watch along. Shout out to Miller Lite and a watch party here. We'll be live that entire game,
I'm gonna be
regardless of how it goes.
I'm gonna be live with definitely with toothpaste on my shirt. There's no way. 11 a.m. Dude, I will have woken up 5 seconds before tip.
That's perfect.
Yes.
Do exactly that. We'll
It'll be
here.
shortly after my morning run I do on Sundays. Everybody hit that like button for us on the way out. Thanks for joining. We'll see you Sunday.
We all silly like the mayor.